So a few months ago, I bought 7 houses in Augusta, Georgia from a retired landlord who was in bad health. He needed to sell these houses quickly, so I bought all of them for $360,000. I thought this was a screaming deal because I believe that I got them for a little less than 50% of the overall market value of the properties. At first, things were going great. I quickly sold off one of the houses that I didn't want to another investor, and I recouped some of my cash. Next, I went and fixed up the houses that were vacant. 3 of them were vacant and needed a good bit of work. We did spend more money on that than I thought, but the houses rented for more and quicker than I was expecting, so that's great news. Here's where some of my mistakes started. I went and tackled the occupied houses. One of them was a little under rented, so we reached out to that resident and offered them a lease renewal at a higher rate. They quickly accepted it, and so thankfully I didn't have to do any work to that house. The resident stayed, and I brought in more money in rent. That was great news. Next though is where the problems came in. There was a house that was very under rented, so I decided that we needed to send the resident a 60-day notice to vacate so that we could fix up the house properly and rent it for a lot more money. The residents moved out as promised, but once I saw the inside of the house, I knew I was screwed. I immediately noticed cracks in the walls on the inside and outside of the properties and realized that the floors were sloped and slanted everywhere. This house had massive foundation problems. I called a friend of mine who works for a foundation company, and he came out and gave me a quote. He said it was going to cost $85,000 to fix the foundation problems. That doesn't include the $50,000 that this house needed to get rent ready. That is way more money than I was planning on spending on the house, and so now I'm at a deciding point. What am I going to do with it? I could sell the house and take a little bit of loss and be done with it, or I could fix it up and spend way more money than I was expecting. I haven't decided what I wanted to do yet, but I want to share this mistake with you because there's a learning lesson behind it, and that is you always need to do your due diligence on a property. It doesn't matter how great the deal is, you need to be sure that you inspect the house and make sure that it's in the condition that you are expecting. I don't know if I was too lazy or too excited when this deal came across, but I cut corners and it bit me in the ass. My name is Paul Rush, and I wanted to share this story with you to help you get started or keep going in real estate. Don't make the same stupid mistake that I did. Subscribe to my channel for more information on real estate.